Welcome back, everybody, or should I welcome myself back? I know it's been a few days since I've actually talked with you guys, but to get this out of the way in the beginning of the video, I'm sure if you follow me on social media or watched Monday's video, you know my dog Zeus is no longer with us, and I just want to give a sincere thank you to every single one of you offering your love and support through comments and emails and messages. It sincerely means the world to myself and my family and friends, so thank you guys all so much. It was an unfortunate event that happened this past weekend, and we're doing all right. You know, it's another thing, I always say life is short. Make the most of it while you can. Time is your most valuable asset, so take advantage of the time that you have here on Earth, here with your friends and family and with your pets. And, you know, I titled the video, Zeus, an Inspirational Newfoundland, because my dog has seriously been an inspiration for me. I've watched him go through all of these struggles and never give up. He always had a smile on his face, always happy to be greeted by people, just to be pet. And it goes to show you that you can learn a lot from a dog, and not just a dog, but any animal. But I'm only familiar with being a dog owner, and I've lost pets in the past, and you just develop a bond with these animals, you and your family. And for me, it was difficult being that I work from home, having him there. It's just me home alone pretty much all day. So he was right there by my side while I was working. If I ran out for a second and came home, I knew he would be right there. So that's something that's difficult to deal with, and it will be difficult for as long as I could think of. But at the same time, you know, we learn to deal with these things. We've all faced adversity in the past. We have these obstacles and unfortunate events that happen that are out of our hands, they're out of our control, and we learn to deal with them and we grow from them. So that's what I'm doing right now. You know, it's a couple of days later, and I have a job that I have to do. I have clients that need to be taken care of, so I'm about to hop into the coffee shop and get work done. Kind of just need to be out of the house. It helps me focus a little bit more. So you have to still, you know, take control of your responsibilities. The world doesn't stop when these things happen. So it's unfortunate. Yes, you have your grieving, you're upset, but at the same time, you have a responsibility in this life to help others and to live. You know, I still have to support for my family. I still have to be there for Brittany, be there to do my job, and be here for you guys. You know, this YouTube channel inspires the shit out of me. You guys, the support that you offer keeps me going, keeps me motivated. It's very easy for me to not turn this camera on and just take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks and just say, the hell with YouTube. I don't feel like filming myself because I'm upset and depressed about what happened. But at the same time, I've created my life mainly because of what this YouTube channel has given to me. So I'm grateful and blessed to have all of you guys. So it wouldn't be right of me to just shut you out and kind of let this go and come back when I'm ready to come back. I'm ready, I'm here. You know, I'm hitting the gym tonight. I'll film that for you guys. So I just really wanted to get this out of the way in the beginning of the video and give a sincere thank you to every single one of you who have offered your support and kind comments. So that's that. We're about to go in there, get some work done, and then yeah, big things to come. I have a lot of stuff planned for this channel. I think this was kind of a learning experience for me as well, and I'm just excited to see where the future is going to go. And I know it's going in the right direction. All right, sorry about that last clip. The camera died while I was talking to you guys, but I'm home from the coffee shop now, and it's around 5:30 p.m., so I'll make myself a pre-workout snack, and what we're going to do is take this unsweetened chocolate almond milk, not the best tasting thing in the world, but it gets the job done. So we're gonna mix a cup of that with a scoop of this chocolate peanut butter whey protein by My Protein, and we're gonna use that as the milk for our cereal. And my buddy Travis does this all the time. He's obsessed with this puffed wheat cereal. So puffed wheat, puffed rice, pretty much similar macros, and the amount of volume you get for the macros is incredible. So to give you an idea, one serving of, we'll use the puffed wheat, is going to be 17 grams, 60 calories, 0 fat, 13 carbs, and 3 protein. And 17 grams actually gives you a lot of volume. So this cereal right here, by itself, it doesn't have the most flavor, but when you make it chocolate peanut butter, it will taste good. So that is a full bowl, pretty much a full bowl of cereal, and that's only 60 calories and 13 carbs. So obviously I'm gonna have about 3 servings, and we're gonna have to transfer it into a bigger bowl. And we're gonna do that about 2 more times and then mix up the milk for this. So as you can see, that is a lot of cereal for not a lot of macros. So that's under 200 calories worth of cereal. You can see in comparison what a normal size bowl looks like. We're going with that. We got to mix up our milk real quick, although this was my tripod, so we're going to take this bowl, Turn it upside down. This is what YouTubers do, guys. We don't always have fancy equipment when we are doing this. So, I'll get 1 cup of chocolate almond milk. Like I said, this isn't the best tasting stuff in the world. It's actually kind of tastes like chocolate water, to be honest. But once you mix in peanut butter protein, it tastes good. A scoop of this. And that's it. We got a nice big bowl of gains we're gonna eat here for pre-workout. And in the meantime, I'm going to catch up on some YouTube videos. Been a lot uploaded that I haven't had a chance to watch, so that's what we'll do. Eat this nice big bowl. No, soggy. I'll catch you guys in the next clip. All right, so I tried to talk to you guys for a minute outside of the gym, but it was too windy and you couldn't hear me. And I was just explaining how we've been running somewhat of a legs push-pull split lately, and we're interested in switching things up a little bit to keep it fun. And we're still hitting each muscle group twice per week, but focusing today on more of an upper body, so a bit more variety, some pushing, pulling, a little bit of arms, and we'll keep you posted with what we do there. But here I was explaining before the vacuum came on where I like to grip on the bar. A lot of people ask me where I grip when I bench press, and I like to use those rings as a guide as to where I put my hands. So take advantage of the spaces on the bar. I use my pinky and I line my pinky up with the rings on the bar, and that seems to be the perfect distance for me to go just outside of shoulder width, allow me to get enough elbow tuck and also keep my forearm vertical. So you can see my elbow is directly under my wrist, and that's what you're looking for to be able to generate the most amount of power. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys now how Brittany grips the bar, and this is, again, to show you how you can use either these rings and this as a gauge. She's going thumb length, actually a little bit wider than thumb length. So use your hands as a tool and use the spaces on the bar as a tool so you could set up the same time for each set. All right, so I believe this was Brittany's first time barbell bench pressing since we've been signed up at this gym. So it's been quite a few months, and you could see the form was a little bit off, but we did correct it, and we're gonna show you how. And if you take a look at this first set, you could tell she's going way too low on her chest, which is leading to a bad forearm position. So like I talked about earlier, if you look at this bottom picture, that's what you're looking for, that vertical forearm, the wrists under the elbows. The top picture is from her first set, and you could tell her wrist is in front of her elbows, which means she's leaking a little bit of power, so it's not the best position to be in. So if you look at the elbow to the lats positioning, that's ideal in both photos. So we're looking for about a 45-degree angle. Some people flare a little bit more, but you still want to have those elbows tucked when you're bench pressing to keep your shoulders safe. But again, that forearm position is what we're really looking for, keeping it as vertical as possible so we have the most amount of power and support behind that press. All right, so finishing off on the bench press, we did about 4 to 5 sets of anywhere from 5 to 6 reps. And like I said, you know, messing around with the new program, just trying to keep things fun and interesting. I love the legs push-pull split or push-pull legs. It's great. You're hitting each muscle group twice per week. But for me, I sort of got a little bit bored of just going in there and pressing or just going in there and pulling. So I think it'll be fun to kind of change things up a little bit, hit some different muscle groups in different days, and also incorporate some more volume, which is something that I haven't been getting enough of lately. I couldn't tell you the last time I had an actual arms day, which I know some people say you don't need an arms day, but it's fun. So there's stuff I want to work on. You could tell from my delts. I want to work on my rear delts, my traps, my lower lats. And I think by incorporating more volume and different exercise selection, we can have some fun with it and still make progress. So we were aiming to get, you know, some vertical presses, some horizontal pulls, some vertical pulls, and just keep things fun, like I said. So we did some pull-ups, we did some bench press, and what you see here is actually just a regular seated cable row, but instead of doing it on the machine because the machine was being used, we did it just seated on this little box here. And I actually have to say, I like doing it this way for the fact that you're not using your feet and you're not getting the leverage off that platform. So it's really all back when you're pulling. And if your gym doesn't have a box or something you could sit on, you can always stand in a squat stance. You could do one arm at a time. So always trying to keep things fun and interesting. And speaking of that, this is something new that we tried out. The owner, Ed, suggested it to us, press as a shoulder press movement. So this is actually the incline hammer strength chest press. And if you stand up and use it as a shoulder press, it actually works really well and feels really good on the shoulder. So I'm still trying to get used to the positioning, where to stand, how far away to stand, and get it to feel 100% comfortable. But for now, the range of motion feels really good and it feels like a comfortable movement. So like I said, you know, you always have your staples. You have your dumbbell shoulder press, your overhead barbell press, your bench pressing, your barbell rows, your one-arm dumbbell rows, but there's always a variation to hit the muscle the same way from either a different angle or using a different resistance curve. So for instance, I really like to use cables, and you can see from this exercise right here, you're getting constant tension from the cable. So I like to do these one-arm tricep extensions. A lot of people say they have elbow pain when they do skull crushers. So if you do, give this exercise a shot. You might feel it's a lot more comfortable, especially when you're trying to get your arm overhead and doing them one arm at a time. So it might be easier on your shoulders and easier on your elbows as well. So after doing that, we moved on and just hit some biceps here using the preacher curl machine. I wanted to do just some dumbbell curls, but the whole dumbbell section had about 50 people standing in front of the mirror. So we were just trying to get some type of curl in. So the preacher curl works. We did about 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, and you can tell I'm really focusing on squeezing my bicep as hard as I can at the top of the movement and getting a full stretch at the bottom of the movement. Overall, I would say today's training session went very well. I feel like in the last few months, I just haven't been 100% focused, and I really haven't been enjoying training as much as I should. So getting my mind right, getting back into the swing of things, including some power days, some hypertrophy days, a lot more exercise variation, and I'm excited to share that with you guys here on the channel. So we'll keep you posted on everything that's going on with the training and nutrition side of things, and that's going to conclude this video and commentary. So thank you as always for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that thumbs up button, and this is the outro screen where we make things happen. So in case you missed a previous video, you can go ahead and click it right there. It's playing on the screen and it will open up in a new window for you. If you want to apply for my one-on-one online coaching or sign up to the VIP list, you could do so right here by clicking either of those 2 boxes. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so before you go. So thanks again, guys, and we'll talk to you all in the next video.